tongue could open up. I sold my soul a good price, out of sight. My hoe got talent, right? Whole squad ran, do that shit, yeah.
Eastern State Penitentiary took solitary imprisonment to new levels when it was built in 1829. Here prisoners lived, exercised, and ate alone. The punishments are very severe, like chaining an inmate's tongue to prisoners' wrists. The prison had to abandon its solitary system due to overcrowding from 1913 until it closed in 1970. Paranormal experts reported that paranormal things were going in prison, such as disembodied laughter, shadow figures, and pacing footsteps. Pine Barren spans over 1 million acres and 7 counties in New Jersey. The area flourished during the colonial period, host to sawmills, paper mills, and other industries. People eventually abandoned the mills and surrounding villages when coal was discovered to the west in Pennsylvania, and some locals say they have seen a creature. According to legend, the creature was born in 1735 to Deborah Leeds, her 13th child, with leathery wings, a goat's head, and hooves. San Fernando Cathedral was the oldest church in Texas, holds El Mariachi Mass on Sunday, and is a stunning example of Gothic Revival architecture. But when it comes to nightfall, you'd have felt some daredevil presence in myth-ridden grounds. When construction workers started renovating the church in 1936, they found unearthed bones, nails, and torn military uniforms were near the altar. Some believed it belongs to 3 soldiers of the Alamo. Visitors have reported shadowy figures and orbs in their photographs, as well as ghosts in the back of the church itself. Myrtle's Plantation, built in 1796 by General David Bradford, it is considered to be one of America's most haunted sites. The house is built on top of an Indian burial ground. Legends say a former slave named Chloe, who had her ear chopped off by her master after she was reportedly caught eavesdropping. She got her revenge by poisoning a birthday cake and killing 2 of the master's daughters. Later, she was hung by her fellow slaves. Chloe now wanders around the plantation, wearing a turban to conceal her severed ear. Thomas Whaley built this family estate in 1857 in San Diego, on the former site of the city's first public gallows. Shortly after he moved in, he reported hearing the heavy footsteps of Yankee Jim Robinson, a drifter and thief who was hanged on the site 4 years before the house was built. Whaley's family history ended up being filled with tragic deaths and suicides, many of that occurred inside the house itself. In Battle of Gettysburg, 50,000 young men died. Many of the soldiers never received a proper burial after their untimely deaths, and believed that the souls of these men roam on the field to look for their comrades and weapons. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum opened its doors to patients in 1864, and in the 1950s, the facility reached to more than 2,400 patients. The severe overcrowding led to inhumane conditions like lack of heat and patients kept in cages. They began more violent and started attacking on staff members. Finally, the asylum closed in 1994, but the souls of some patients are said to remain.
No! No! No!